The world is a massive place, and I still can't even comprehend how massive the world is. I try to, and I can't. And
It's
I've
kind of
traveled.
crazy.
It's mind blowing.
It's so simple. It's like, but it's so crazy.
yeah,
Like some people are gonna watch this podcast. Some people that we know haven't left the province.
yeah.
Haven't left. There's people I
city,
know that
bro.
like haven't left their city before.
Wild.
They were born there. They grew up there. They've never gone on like. Well, left their city to go to like, you know, we're in Toronto or we're close to Toronto, Durham. So they've gone from like Pickering to Markham maybe or
Yeah.
Mississauga, and like that's the farthest they go.
Yeah.
They don't even know anything about that end.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've left, but at the same time, I still don't know anything. I know from where I live to the city and
Yeah.
back. I do that every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that in the world? That's like
That's
not even the tip of this nail. That's
like,
nothing.
it's a grain of salt.
Not
It's a
even
grain of
that,
salt.
bro.
Yeah,
of
man.
the world. You see what I'm saying? And like, think about all the people out there, all the conversations out there, all the faces
All
out
the
there, all
things
the
that-
girls out there.
All the things
it's
you can
crazy.
learn. All the things you can learn.
Yeah.
You know, it's so wild. Like,
Yeah.
When I travel and when I go different places, like I always find myself thinking that.
Yeah.
And it's what I say kind of like myself is like, wow, this is like a whole different world.
It is, man.
Nothing
is.
that goes on here
No.
affects what's happening at
Over
home.
there.
Like,
yeah.
or it does, but like very indirectly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it nobody knows anything that's going on over there.
No.
Right?
No.
The way they live here, completely different from what they live over
and
there.
It essentially
the way they
is a different
eat,
world.
Very different from how they eat over there. It's
Yeah.
so different.
Yeah.
It's so different. Like even language, you're like, these people don't even communicate
Yeah.
the same way.
No.
It's
It's wild, right? And
Right?
like, I don't know if you know this, but like, we speak English.
Yeah.
English is like one of the least spoken languages. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's only
I don't
maybe
know.
10% of the
Is
world or
it?
something like that. Or, like it's
It's-
very low. Like
That's
think
crazy.
about that for a second.
That's wild.
Think
I don't
about
know
that for a
how I
second.
don't know about that statistic, but
it's
that is
very low, whatever it is.
insane.
Like
That's insane.
I think like Spanish like blows it out of the
Really?
water. You see what I'm saying? So like
Oh, man,
like
that's
a
scary. That's
smaller
actually
percentage of the world
scary.
speaks English.
Because-
you see what I'm saying?
That's all we know.
It's wild, right?
We're only to effectively able to communicate to 10% of the world.
Mind blowing, right?
Which it's so mind blowing because the thing about language too for me is like, you ever talk to somebody and like from a different place or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I want to say this, but like, there's not like you guys don't have a word for this."
Yeah. I've experienced that.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That we
So how
just
do
don't
you say it?
we just don't have a word for it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's emotion or there's something you're going through or something that you need to describe or say, and we don't have a word for it? That's nuts.
Okay, 17% of the world, according to Google, speaks English. Only 17% of the world.
That's insane. What's the number
Actually,
one?
that says 17. This is one Google. One other source says 13%. So somewhere between,
What's
like, say,
what's number one?
highest spoken language in the world. Spoken language in the world. Mandarin. Mandarin, Hindi, Spanish, French, yeah.
Oh my god.
French, Arabic, Russian, Portuguese,
my
Indonesian.
God.
Like we're
No
we're
way.
way down there, bro. We are way down there. Who's speaking English? But yeah, us in North America, like
Everyone speaks
everyone
English.
speaks English
Because I've gone everywhere and I've been able to like get around and talk to people. They all know English.
No, bro. Like we need to
Yo,
translate these podcasts
I went to Hong Kong,
Spanish.
right? I went to Hong Kong and they were speaking English in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Hong Kong.
Where we went though, but we probably go to like when we travel these places, we're going to like the most like modernized North American. You know what I mean? They're used to like I guess tourists from North America.
guess.
I would assume. I don't know.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
That's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Holy.
It is mind blowing, man. Think about how much of the world, like, okay, so even if we tapped into every single person in the world that spoke English in this podcast,
That's only
not
17%.
It's not even touching.
Yeah, 17,
Some
13%.
Yeah, there's different stats, but regardless, it's very low. Isn't that mind blowing? Come on, this like irks my brain,
I
bro.
don't. Yeah, it seems like to
We're
somebody,
nothing.
if they're not thinking about this, you're just like, oh, why are these guys like wiling out on that? But
Yeah.
you had to really think about that.
We're
like,
nothing. We're literally nothing
if
in
you
the world,
speak
bro.
English, only 13%. You're only able to communicate effectively with 13% of the world.
It's wild, right? It's absolutely mind blowing.
So that just tells you, like, how much like knowledge and wisdom and opportunity that you're just missing out on.
Stupid.
You don't know how to like approach them. You don't know how to say anything. You don't know how to
Yeah.
communicate with them.
Yeah, bro.
Jeez.
I don't know if I should tell this story.
Do it. You can tell it like you can take out what you need to if you need to.
I'll just tell a story, whatever. So, Vegas. I'm in Vegas.
Okay.
And I got summoned, fam. Summoned, okay? Because I'm a, I guess, ambiguous looking guy. I look, a bunch of different cultures. People can't really tell what I am. So I got summoned over by like, I don't know, I guess like this bodyguard or something in the club to this female. This female was on some next level stuff. Maybe like a princess or something, bro.
What?
Like ridiculous.
What?
Okay? I literally got summoned over in the middle of the club, and she was like, you smile on her face. Her friends were like doing the, he's coming. That whole thing.
Yeah.
Fam, she starts speaking, no idea what she's speaking, and like English, and it was like no English. And right then, all that hype down. She didn't give two craps about me after that. You see what I'm saying?
So she must have thought that like whatever you were,
thought
you could speak whatever she was
probably
speaking.
Spanish or something. I get like a lot of people start speaking to me in Spanish, thinking I can speak Spanish, and I think, and I could be wrong. Like if you speak Spanish, you can pick up on a lot of different languages.
Yeah.
Like you can start,
Portuguese,
kind
Italian.
start like breaking through and like kind of
Yeah.
figuring things out, and at least it's like piece together some sort of conversation. But I knew nothing, and I was just like, missed opportunity. You see what I'm saying? But it was just like even just to have, even if it was just to have a conversation with a princess,
could be
I mean,
laid up with Jasmine.
fam, she had like bodyguards. Like the party was crazy.
That's insane, man.
I don't know if you know Vegas. Have you been to Vegas
I
before?
haven't been to Vegas, and I'm scared to go.
Okay.
I'm scared to go.
Like me and my homie were there, and
my
we were just like
personality.
doing the whole like roaming thing. Like it was hard to even get into the club.
Yeah.
But like if you in Vegas and you balling out and you have your own section of the club in Vegas,
you
you somebody,
saying something.
bro.
Yeah, you're
Like,
saying something.
You got something going on.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This girl got bodyguards and stuff.
Whoa.